Good morning, welcome to Spy Money. Let's take a look at the new ES strategy that I made, and it's actually working really well. Every day it's made money, it's hit the goal every day, and it does a really good job. This is a really good one if you have a prop firm, because you could run one ES, go for like $250 for a goal, or you could run two ES, which is what I did last night. And right here are the trades. So the very first one was a winner. The second one was a loser. Then we had a winner and a winner. And I have my PNL set up to close at $600 stop. If I lost $600, it would shut off. And if I won $500, then it would shut off. The reason I had it at $600 is that would allow, if you had two trades in a row, it would allow the third trade to start. And if it was a profitable one, then it would come out of it. So usually, very seldom does it have three in a row bad. And usually you'll have one bad or one good, and then it will have the opposite or whichever. Like on this one, we had a good trade, then we had a bad trade, which actually turned out to be a good trade. It just had a little pullback. But it did pick this up and make up for it. So these two canceled each other out, and then this one, it run and closed out at the max gain of $500. So if you can make $500 on every single day on all of your prop accounts, let's just say you have Apex. Apex is probably one of the better ones if you can manage it. You can't run a bot on Apex and just turn it on and leave it on. You can't do that. It's against the rules. You got to be there. You have to be able to control this bot, which you can. And that's according to the rules. That's on evals and PAs. So as long as you are in front of the computer and you're running this, you can't just turn a bot on and let it run 24 hours a day. And they would know that if you do that, because no one is up that late or that long. So if you turn this on and you're there, you're managing it, then Apex is okay with it. So why not go ahead and get 5 accounts, 10 accounts, 20 accounts, or whatever. And if you can just get one or two trades here, and let's just say you go for the $500, you put that on 20 accounts, that's 10 grand a day. That's a lot of money. So this bot would work really well if you're going to use that. You would have to buy a trade copier. We recommend FlowBots. They have a good trade copier called Replicana, and they do very well. I don't use the trade copier anymore because it was too much to keep up with. They kept on changing things around, and it was just a coding nightmare. So Replicana, they send out an update every week to 2 weeks, and I mean that's what they do. So that's the one that I would recommend. But this coaster does a very good job, and as long as you have the right settings and so forth, then it'll do well. And this Spy Money bars, using the 10 Spy Money bar on ES, this is a very good, solid one to use. So even if we went through here, there's no trades in there. There's one trade, one trade here. This would have been a loser, and then this would have been a winner, so they would have canceled each other out. And you had a winner right here, and that would be it. So even if you let it run, you would still be about $750 is where you would be. But hit your 50% goal and quit. A lot of people just cannot do that. They just struggle quitting because they think that they're going to miss out on all this money. Don't worry about that. We're trading to replace the job that you have. Most people are wanting to quit their job. Well, if you're making $200 or $300 a day on your job, which is national average, then why can't you just make $200 or $300 here a day and stay home all day? Maybe work on an old car that you have, or a Jeep, or whichever. I'm into Jeeps. So I like to work on my Jeep and make it better. So whatever hobby you have, maybe you like to go play golf or whatever, hang out. So you can get up in the morning before everybody else is up and go ahead and get your trades done, or trade at night like this one right here. If you would have stayed in this trade, this is about 20 minutes after 6 at night Eastern time. If you'd have stayed in this trade, you would have got one trade and done. So you wouldn't have had to went for this target. You could have just tried to let it go a little more. And by looking at this, honestly, we have a high right here. So you could have at least gone for this right here, and that would have been your daily profit goal right there. If you need more money than that, why not trade 3 contracts or 4 contracts? I mean, if the strategy's doing very well and winning, you could do 10 contracts right here, and this right here would have been $1,250 right there, and just been one trade and done. So there's things that you can do to offset whatever money you want. I run 1 to 2 contracts just to keep it within the reach of most people. This is a $1,000 trade right here. So 2 contracts, $500 each, is going to be $1,000. So, put it within the budget that you have. Maybe you can't trade, a $500 contract. Maybe you need to trade MES and go to micros and step down a little bit. Adjust this to what you want to do and hit the goals that are good for you. Maybe you can, maybe $100 a day is all you want to make. Your lease is going to be $65 a day. So you need to make $165 in order to make $100. And if you do that, then you've got the lease paid for it, you've got your money in your pocket, and everything is good. But $500 a day, that equates to about $120,000 a year. Well, who can't live on $120,000 a year? Well, I guess if you're in California, maybe not, because it's very expensive there. But for the most part, most people, if they made $100,000 a year, they would be able to live a pretty good life. So $500 a day is nothing to sneeze at. But if once you're making the money, you've got your account built up, maybe you run 3 contracts or 4 contracts, and the only thing you do is just add your profit goal to that. So if you're running 5 contracts, that's $2,500. So you're looking at making $1,250 a day. That's 50%. The 50% rule is probably one of the best things that I teach, and I teach it to the public. It's just something to grasp. And if you think about what you make in your daily job, what you're trying to do is replace that. So if you can replace the money that you make daily at your daily job, and you do it consistently, then 1, you don't either need that job, or 2, you've doubled your income for a little bit of time. So a lot of people run this, they'll work in an office and so forth, and they'll run a bot in the background. And then they'll go ahead and be managing it whenever it goes into trade, because it don't go into trade that often. It's just ever so often, and whenever it alerts you that's in a trade, you manage it. But I think that the Apex is probably the best deal. I have 5 PAs right now. I just passed them yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and do the PAs and just hit a small goal. If I can hit $500 a day on the PAs, then that's $2,500 a day just on 5 of them. So you don't, and they're only like $35, around $33. I think it's $33 a piece. It's not a lot of money. So if you just go ahead and run the bot while you're watching it, and you're in control, and you've got your pause over here to where you can stop the bot, or you can close it out and manage that trade, Apex is okay with it. It's right in their rules. So a lot of people come at me and say Apex doesn't allow bots and everything. Well, read the rules. It says you can if you watch it and you're in control of it, and you're not just letting it set it and forget it. Because our bots are not set it and forget it. Our bots are to be managed, and I preach that daily. You can't just turn one of our bots on, go to work, and come back and be rich. It's not the way it works. And anybody that has a bot that says you can do that, they're mistaken, because they're just trying to get your money. My bots, I tell people, do not let them run unattended. Things happen. Internet goes out. Your computer messes up. You might be in a trade, and then your computer just do an update and reboot itself, and you're still locked in those trades. You can't do it. So what we do is we manage them. And whenever something goes wrong, you're there to control it. And that's what I preach nonstop. So how do you get started on this? Well, you go to SpyMoneyLSC.com. When you go here, you're going to go up to the Ninja Suite up here at the top. When you go there, it's going to play this little video right here for you, and it's going to explain what the Ninja Suite program is all about. But let's recap it here. So we're going to scroll down. You're going to get all the bots that we have. As a matter of fact, I made another bot yesterday that I'm testing, and I think it works good on ES. And it may or may not release it. It just depends on how good it's working. Right now, it is working very well. I ran it last night in a test, and the NQ was up $770 on one contract, just letting it run all night. Now, it needs tweaking, and it can do a lot better than that. But on ES, it did very well. ES, it made more than 100% of its profit. So then we have, and any bot that I make and release, you get it for the same lease. There's no extra fees. We get all the indicators that I make. You get all the add-ons and the drawing tools that I make. And here's some frequently asked questions. Read through these before you send me a question, because it's probably answered here. If not, go to the Contact Us at the top. We can get up there. Go right up here to this contact. And when you click on that, it just put your first name, last name, email, phone number. If you need to talk to me, put your phone number in there and tell me that, hey, I want to talk to you before I do this. You know, that's fine. I talk to people all the time. So I'm here to help you. And if you want to do this, if you're already ready, then here's what you have to do to get a link to pay. So a lot of people tell me that, well, I didn't know this, didn't know that. So I make you read this, and if you are in agreement with all of this, you copy it, and then you paste it in a contact. Now, the number one thing that I like to tell people right here, bots are not set it and leave it bots. So if you think that you're going to buy this or lease it and turn a bot on and go fishing, no, it don't work that way. And I can't stress that enough. Bots are there to help you get in the trade and to put a generic stop and profit target and stuff on there. And then once you get that, then you manage that if you want. You don't have to, but you can sit there and watch it, and we manage it according to levels. That's what we do. So another thing that a lot of people think is like Discord. We don't use Discord for technical help. If you're having trouble with something, and not a question about what settings or whatever, that's fine. But if you're having a technical problem with your bot or getting set up or whatever, you go to a support ticket. So support tickets are really easy to find. Right here. You click on this and create a support ticket. It tracks it in the system, so if we ever have to go back to it later, we can. Emails I can't track. I can't track Discord. Things get lost. You know, I get a lot of questions from people, and I want to make sure that the person is taken care of. So the support ticket is the way to do it. So once you copy all of this right here, like we just did, then you go to Contact Us. When you go to Contact Us, put in your first name, last name, email, phone number, and then you right-click and paste. Now, when you send this, that tells me that you've read this and you agree to it, and that there's no problem. This is a binding contract. You submit this, and then whenever I get it, I'll look it over, and if everything is in accordance and I approve you, then we will go ahead and get you a link to where you can sign up. Now, once you sign up, a lot of people ask, you know, how long does it take and stuff like that. It doesn't take very long at all. Once you go in here, there's step-by-step instructions on how to get started. And once you get started, it is very simple. So what you do is you just log in on your account, and then if you say my account, you're logged in. If it says log in, you click on it, and then you just put in your username and password, and you get in. So in this case, you scroll down, your machine ID, you click here, and there's step-by-step instructions on how to do it. So if you sign up in the middle of the night and I'm not available, your machine ID is automated in the system. So once you go in here, you click on that, you put your machine ID according to the directions, and then you restart your NinjaTrader and you're working. So you don't have to wait on me. The other thing is the Ninja Suite. getting started with the Ninja Suite. If you're brand new to everything, watch this, and it's going to go over about everything in here. It goes over your Discord, it goes over the setups in here of what you need to do, and it is a very good place to look at. But if you are very good with NinjaTrader and you know how to do things, go here to download files. When you go to download files, you're going to have the file that you need. You can download it. You put in your machine ID up here. And once you do that, you are off to the races. Right here is CoasterBot tutorials. So when you go in here, there's a lot of videos that explain what to do. So if you're just wanting to go straight to the bot, here's how to do it. It goes over everything that you need with that, telling you all of the settings and so forth in there. So it lets you know what to do immediately. There is no waiting around. Now, if you know how to do NinjaTrader, the learning curve is going to be hardly nothing. You're just going to watch a video or two of the coaster in order to know how the coaster actually works. Once you do that, then you're going to know how that bot is supposed to work. Now, the one thing about the coaster is we already have pre-made templates. So when you go into coaster, you can go right up here to the strategies tab, and then go in here, and then you click on the coaster right here, and then when you do that and load it, then you come down to the template, and then you can load the template that you need. Very simple. So the template that I'm using, you can load it and be off and running just right now. So everything is kind of done for you, other than you have to, put the bot on the chart. You have to load the template, and then once you do that, it tells you the time frames to use, what instrument to use, everything about it. And the only thing you have to do is just follow that little description, and then you're off to trading. And what I suggest everybody to do is when you first start it off, don't put it on a live account or an eval or anything. Put it on a sim account and make sure that you're doing it right. And once you're trading maybe a day, 2, 3 days on the sim, and you get it and you understand how things are working and what to do, throw it over to your live account or to your eval or your PA or whatever you're doing, and then control it from there. A lot of people want to come in and just throw it on an eval and think they're going to pass in one day. That's not the way it works. Number one, you shouldn't be trying to pass an eval in one day. Now, can you? Yes. If you know how to use the system and stuff, you can pass an eval in one day. But it's going to take a lot of manual manipulation to do that as well. So, I can pass evals in one day easy. It's not hard. But, once you get them passed, then you've got the PAs and you got to be careful with them. Namely, because sometimes they do mess up, and a PA is different than an eval, because an eval you could just reset it for $35 and be done. Where if you have a PA, you've got to go through the eval again, pay more money, and it's $85 just for the setup fee. So it costs you a little bit more, and it's a little more time consuming. So on the PAs, you definitely need to be careful with them and make sure you're doing right and trade responsible with them. And honestly, you ought to trade responsible with an eval. If you're wild with an eval, you're going to be wild with a PA and blow it. So an eval is to not just try to pass, but it's also making sure that you know how to trade to get it. So a lot of people want to just go in there and go all in on all the contracts and make their $2,500 or $3,000. Make their $3,000 and then close it out, pay for the PA, and then when they get the PA, they don't know how to trade. So you got to be careful. So one thing about that I haven't mentioned is this. If we go up here to funded accounts, now the way Apex has done it lately, and with being able to have the multiple accounts up to 20, that is the one that I have been using that I like. And I've been using it on Quantower a lot too. And it seems to be working very well. Now, if you come down here, there's coupon codes. You can use this one or just type in SPY Money. If you type in SPY Money, then it will come up. It's the same coupon. I need to change this on the website because we changed our coupon code. But you can use this one or SPY Money. And that will get you 80% off right now. Now, if you want to look at these other three, click on these right here and go to them. There's some coupons down here for those. But if you click on them, that will take you to them, and you can do many things with them. They all have their own rules. The only thing, the one thing I don't like about Take Profit that I recently learned is if you get a live account, you pass and you go live, the first 60 days, if you take any money out, they take 50%. And you have to wait till after 60 days before you can take 80%. I don't like that. Apex don't do that. BluSky don't do that I'm aware of. And I don't think UProfit does either. So that's the one thing about Take Profit that I don't like. Who wants to wait 60 days to get their money? I mean, that goes back to the way Apex used to be. I mean, it took forever to get paid on Apex, but now it doesn't. So I think it's every 8 days or something on Apex, I think. I can't remember. I need to look at that and know how to get paid on it now. But if it were me, I would probably go Apex. I know Apex will pay you. I know that for a fact. I know BluSky will pay you, and I know Take Profit and UProfit. They all will pay you. But it's just a matter of their little tiny rules that they've got to get paid. I think UProfit will pay you right out of the gate, I think. So look through these and see what works best for you. The reason I'm kind of leaning toward Apex now is because the system is actually working a lot better than it used to work as far as the ghost orders and stuff. It seems like they're getting that taken care of. And you can go 20 accounts. So if you go 20 accounts and you make $200 on each one, then that's $4,000 a day. That's a lot of money. But if you have any questions or anything, please let me know. Here to help you. We've got the strategies and the bots that will get your evaluations passed as long as you follow the rules. They'll get your evaluations passed, and they'll also keep your PA account. So just let me know what we can do to help you. Get signed up today. If you get signed up today and you're able, let's just say you only make $500 a day. Well, in 6 days, you've got your Apex evaluations passed. 6 days. All you got to do is run it for 6 days, and it should pass. I mean, I've hit my goal every day since I've started this strategy. I haven't had a day that I haven't hit my goal. So get that on there. Get your evaluation passed. Once you get that, then just go ahead and do the exact same thing with your PA accounts, and then try to make your $500 a day. Even if you only have one Apex account or one other account, then you're still going to do very well. So remember, once you sign up, click that Apex link on my website and then put in SPY money for the coupon code, and that will get you the best discount available. You don't have to worry about chasing different codes or whatever. Mine will get you the best discount code that is on the Apex site. Put that in there. It helps me out a little bit. Gives me some extra money, and for helping them out. And Apex is a good company. I like them. They've got through their growing pains, and they've really stepped up. Daryl's done a good job. So y'all have a great day. If you need anything, let me know. Ask it in the contact. Be more than happy to call you, talk to you, whatever we need to do. Have a good day.